The aim of this session is to talk about how you can increase a sense of contact and connection when people aren't all working together. Well, I guess we should ask why this is important. One study in 2019 found that when employees had a strong sense of belonging, their performance increased by 56%, and a single incident, feeling excluded, led to a decline in performance of 24%. But this is going to be difficult to do. How do you make your employees, whether they're working from home or returning to the office or still furloughed, feel connected when many of them feel cast adrift from the mothership and wondering what's happening to their clients and their colleagues? Well, this feeling of isolation isn't new. Linda Grattan at London Business School has been studying remote working since the 80s, and a lack of social contact was identified as an issue then. And a recent poll she conducted of 3,000 participants, 46% of them said that the main problems they were facing in COVID was a lack of connection and a lack of interaction. But it's not just working from home. We simply have had a smaller circle of connections, and the number of people we're contacting has diminished. Even in my son's school, they're suggesting that they'll have to learn to interact again. And a recent report in the Times this weekend identified that this was a similar issue facing school children returning. So what it means for you is that as your organisation enters the next phase of COVID, you're going to need to work hard as leaders to rebuild and maintain the social connections and sense of community and reinforce a feeling of belonging which our employees need. So how are you going to do that? Well, firstly, you carry on doing the things that we've suggested in the other episodes of the series, connecting with everybody one-to-one, checking in and having team meetings on a regular basis, communicating with transparency and speed equally to everyone, finding opportunities to listen to diverse perspectives and to ask for feedback. But in addition, I'm going to give you 3 strategies to deploy, which are going to increase that sense of connection and community for everybody in your team. The first one is you need to create multiple virtual opportunities for people to connect socially and personally with each other within the team and not just when you're there. So think about creating a buddy or an ally system where everybody has at least one person they can turn to for support, because again, it's been found that people are more likely to turn to colleagues than to their leaders. You can also think about creating a dedicated platform or channel for people to post personal information about themselves and their lives, because this is what we would do if we called into their office or if we had a chat at a virtual water cooler. They can post information about themselves and their family, their weekends, their holidays, what's important to them, what have they been doing. One of the leaders I'm working with asked a different member of her team every week to post a short video just chatting about anything that was important to them, and they proved very, very popular. So be creative, think about virtual team building events or celebrating birthday parties. You can also think about simply asking people, what is it going to take to make you feel connected and as if you know what's going on within our team and within the organisation? The second strategy is employees are likely to feel a strong sense of belonging if they know that they're making a meaningful contribution and doing meaningful work. So you need to make sure that you recognise and reward each individual's contribution. So share your organisation's goals and objectives and the team's objectives so that everybody can unite behind a shared purpose. And then give individual feedback, because that actually reinforces the unique contribution that each person's talents and skills are making to ensure that the team achieves its goals and objectives. You can also make recognition for contribution public and fun. You can have award ceremonies, you can have the Star of the Week or a nominations process or positive emojis or features in newsletters, whether they're virtual or real. So think about, again, being creative. The third strategy is to connect or to create communities. So people don't just need to connect with people in their team, they need to connect right across your organisation, and you need to provide multiple different ways for them to do this. So think about, again, maybe grounding community in a sense of people with a shared or similar experience. So you could set up a parents' network where working parents can share the challenges they're facing and their solutions. You can set up a carers network or a shielders network. Supporting other people and having a shared experience does bring people closer together. Or you can actually unite people in communities of interest. Again, think about something for everybody. So it might be around sport or music or learning a language or fitness or cookery or photography. So again, think about different ways in which people could connect with other individuals. These methods have proved very popular. So these three strategies increase opportunities for social and personal connection, not about work. Make sure that you recognise and reward individual contribution, and help people to connect or contribute to communities and networks, are going to be needed by all your employees, no matter where they're working. Thank you.